Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3 MB airs, or a piece of late-breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the October 7th, 2024 episode of Second Cup. Great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I have got Black Rifle Coffee. I believe it's JB. I think it's just black in their Keurig cups, and I'm enjoying that in my Tony the Tiger Kellogg's Cereal City coffee mug. Hang on, one more sip here. Absolutely fantastic. But later on, I'm going to be enjoying some fresh apple cider from Cold Springs Orchards out of Rock Creek, Ohio. My brother Jim dropped off a gallon of that, as well as some of their Honeycrisp apples, which are just wonderful. If I got to recommend a good eating apple, it's the Honeycrisp apple. They have some of the finest in the state of Ohio and Northeast Ohio. And their apple cider is the genuine, real McCoy. It is really, really terrific apple cider. So again, if you're going through Northeast Ohio this time of year and you want to get some fresh apple cider and some great Honeycrisp apples, check out Cold Springs Orchards on 878 Mechanicsville Road, Rock Creek, Ohio, 44084. Here's their phone number because they got it right there. They got it right there on their label, 440-466-0474. I'll give that to you one more time, 440-466-0474. So if you're in the Rock Creek, Ohio area, which is Ashtabula County, right there in the corner of Ohio, if you're in that area, stop in and grab some fresh apple cider and some Honeycrisp apples. Definitely the season for it. So great to be with you. Well, we had a recap on the Monday Morning Mailbag of the 2024 Childhood Cancer Research Fundraiser, which was held by David and Barb Keiss and Todd Stanfield. They invited me to be on the broadcast as they were drawing the prizes, and it was an absolute delight. I enjoyed myself so much, a lot of fun. They gave away some great wet shaving gear, and they also raised a lot of good money for a very, very worthy cause. So I just wanted to say thanks again to David and Barb Keiss and also to Todd Stanfield for allowing me to be a part of it. They put together a great fundraiser every single year. David and Barb organized this, and Todd actually puts together the web page and puts all that information up there through his Take Care Man website. So if you get a chance, check out his Take Care Man website, which is at www.takecareman.com. He also has an Instagram channel, and everything is linked there from his Take Care Man website. And he's got a podcast, he's got a blog, he's got a lot of great information up there. So check it out when you get a chance. Again, Take Care Man at www.takecareman.com. And my thanks to, again, Todd Stanfield and David and Barb Keiss for, allowing me to participate in the the Friday night of fun where they just drew winning names for all these great prizes of wet shave gear. Really, really terrific time. And they're going to do it again next year. So as that date draws closer, we'll have more information for you on the Monday morning mailbag. If you missed it this year, get ready for next year. It promises to be even bigger and better. I was going to say probably. No, it will be bigger and better. It seems to get bigger and better every single year. So my thanks again to Dave, Barb, and Tom. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, we got a great show for you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway. Now, we had an item on this morning's Monday morning mailbag, and in case you missed it, we wanted to go over it again on this morning's Second Cup podcast because it's for a very, very worthy cause. Viewer Aaron Watson is sponsoring a giveaway to benefit the victims of Hurricane Helene. And Aaron wrote, Hurricane Helene has devastated Western North Carolina. I was born and raised in this area and have seen so much of the destruction firsthand. I wanted to do something to help the victims. Therefore, I am sponsoring a giveaway. Now, Aaron is giving away a $100 Maggards gift card to one lucky winner. Enter by simply making a donation to the NC Disaster Relief Fund. This is handled through the local United Way. Their web address is https://pay.payitgov.com/NC donations. Once more, that's https://pay.payitgov.com/NC donations. And we'll also have that link below. Simply make a donation, then email Aaron the receipt as proof of donation, and you will be entered. A minimum donation of $5 is required to enter. The deadline to enter is Friday, October 18th, 2024. Email your entry, proof of donation receipt, to Aaron Watson at nccaring76@gmail.com. Once more, that's nccaring76@gmail.com. nccaring76@gmail.com. Aaron will select a winner on October 19th, 2024, and will send that result to us. We'll announce the winner right here on the channel. Aaron is also running a similar giveaway on Facebook, so enter both if you'd like. Just please be aware that the Facebook giveaway is a second giveaway independent from the one being talked about on the Monday morning mailbag and here on the Second Cup podcast. Good luck to everyone, and let's donate for a very worthy cause. And again, my thanks to viewer Aaron Watson for very kindly and generously sponsoring this giveaway. Aaron, thanks again very, very much. After I got done editing and uploading the Monday morning mailbag for October 7th, 2024, I received this email flyer and alert from Phoenix Shaving. Attention, Lather Blaster 3000 has dropped. You asked, begged, and pleaded for this again and again. Lather Blaster 3000 recalibrated. Now, we reviewed Lather Blaster 3000 last year, about August of last year. We very kindly and generously received it from viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you again very, very much. This is a marvelous barbershop scent shave soap. It is wonderful. Back then, they were describing how the ingredients and all the great skin food ingredients in the lather just kind of melts into your skin for this great post-shave feel. Absolutely. That was absolutely my experience. And here's what they have to write about it, because I'm looking forward to reviewing this again because I still have it in my shave den. It's marvelous. Lather Blaster 3000 recalibrated. The electric jolt of strawberry aldehyde instantly ignites the senses, spiraling into a rich, smoky twist of tobacco and talc, creating a dimensional shift with every sniff. Deep within, the tree resins of far-off worlds anchor the accord, adding a timeless, balsamic presence, while the ethereal touch of Indian sandalwood smooths over the edges like cosmic waves of bourbon lapping over starfish-ridden stones on a beach. This isn't just a fragrance. It's an interstellar experience where each molecule unfolds like a story written by the tail of a comet in the stars, bringing an otherworldly fusion of scent into your everyday orbit. Wow, wow, that's some amazing prose, and it really does capture the essence of the scent. It's a beautiful barbershop scent, and all those ingredients just fold together so very, very nicely. Here's the scent profile: talc, sandalwood, bourbon, tobacco absolute, Peruvian mira resin, Indonesian brown damar resin, and strawberry aldehyde. That's right, folks. Lather Blaster 3000 has been recalibrated. We decided to make the accord even smoother with this release, and man, oh man, what a retweaking can do. Lather Blaster 3000 is even better, if you can believe it. Not a huge change. In fact, it will still complement with its previous version. Think of it as the same song that we just made some tweaks on soundboard. Remastered may be a better way to frame this. Dang, and I already made the graphic. Question: so, what is Lather Blaster 3000? Answer: a Martian barbershop. Just a smack of strawberry aldehyde adds a nice touch of zing that plays really well with the tobacco absolute note. The exotic tree resins not only work as natural fixatives for the scent, keeping it balanced and stable, but also add a nice warm collective vanilla-esque balsam and resinous note that wasn't there before. Lastly, the talc on top and bourbon mid, softened by the Indian sandalwood, makes for a truly classic boozy barbershop blend that melts like butter on the skin. Absolutely. I really found that to be true in my review, and I'm going to pull it out again and have another shave with it. It is absolutely wonderful. Again, my thanks to viewer Beth Jones for very kindly sending it along to the channel. It's marvelous. It's a seasonal release, and I will link to the product page where you can get the background on all these great skin food ingredients that are in Lather Blaster 3000. Douglas goes into a lot of detail here, and it's really worth reading and understanding how great this particular shave soap and its skin food ingredients are. Really, really terrific, terrific stuff. And Douglas wraps up here by writing, pro tip: order some Lather Blaster 3000, pour yourself a tall glass of cider, and slip into a flannel while you wait for it to show up. Absolutely, the anticipation of a great shaving soap from Phoenix Shaving about to arrive. Yeah, I definitely get that one. And again, it's a seasonal scent. I believe this is a seasonal release, so you'll want to hop on this one and get it. It's marvelous. But Beth Jones originally sent it to the channel, and I am so grateful to her. Beth, thank you so very, very much, because this is an absolutely wonderful barbershop scented shave soap. It is terrific. And again, those skin food ingredients are absolutely awesome and amazing. So it's been retweaked a little bit, just a little bit from what I have, but it's definitely got the same ingredients in there. They may have played around with some of the ratios, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to shaving it with it again. So there you go, folks. Lather Blaster 3000 from Phoenix Shaving. It's back. Get it before it's gone. We'll have links below. And again, a big, big thank you to viewer Beth Jones for sending it along to the channel last year. Had she not done that, I probably would have thought to myself, well, what are they talking about here? But so very glad that it's in the Shave Den, and I was able to experience it firsthand and get a review done. It is marvelous. Beth, thank you again very, very much. Folks, we'll have links below to Lather Blaster 3000 from Phoenix Shaving. Viewer Bob LaRoe sent along this message, and he wrote, Mark, have you talked much about aftershaves lately? it might be interesting to ask your viewers what their favorites are. You know what, Bob? This is an absolutely fantastic topic of discussion because when I read this, I immediately went to the aftershaves in my shave den that are what I would describe universal in their approach to completing the shave. That is, they'll go with just about any kind of shave soap that you've used for your shave and complement it very well without getting in the way. Now, off the top of my head, on that list, well, the first one is Avon Wild Country. This is marvelous. This is, again, a universal kind of scent that will complement any kind of shave soap you use during your shave. It just has that quality. I love this aftershave. And anyone that I have recommended Avon Wild Country to will tell me, wow, this is really a good aftershave. It just has that great, again, universal quality. Like this one a lot. Also comes in a glass bottle. The next one that comes to mind is Brut, but the European Brut. This one was very kindly sent to the channel by viewer Mark Bagwell, and he pointed out how the European version of Brut just has better ingredients than the domestic version here in the U.S. And also, European Brut comes in a glass bottle, and really just terrific to have that glass bottle for the longevity of the scent. And, you don't get plastic in the way, that sort of thing. And it really is remarkably good. And I have compared the two, and I definitely sense a difference between the European glass bottle of Brut versus the domestic plastic bottle version of Brut here in the U.S. The European version is very, very good, and the glass bottle looks absolutely great. That's really a terrific one. The next one I have not tried, but again, this is one that Mark Bagwell has pointed out and has talked to me about. It's the Spanish version of Aqua Velva. Now, again, Aqua Velva is another one of these universal aftershaves. You can use it with just about any kind of shave soap for your post-shave routine. And, there's something about an Aqua Velva man, right? But the Spanish version, again, better ingredients, glass bottle, just overall a better product. So, yeah, I would definitely look at that one. And again, I'm talking about aftershave splashes here that are universal in nature. Regardless of the shave soap you use, these are going to complement the shave in your post-shave routine. At least this is my opinion here. The next one is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful aftershave splash. It comes from Chile. It was sent to the channel by viewer Miguel Montesino. It's called Flanio. Flanio is absolutely wonderful. And again, I put it in the category of being this universal scent that will just give you a great post-shave feel and scent regardless of the shave soap that you've used. And as he wrote here to me, it can easily be used as a cologne fragrance due to the longevity and persistence of the fragrance. Flanio is persistent but not overpowering. Flanio uses real and natural oak moss, which is the distinctive note that gives it longevity. Furthermore, since 1953, every bottle, as well as the fragrance itself, is handmade in Chile. Their original factory from 1953 burned down a few years ago, and they had to relocate to another location, still in Santiago, Chile. The formulation has not changed. Flanio is a citrus woody fragrance with plenty of oak moss in the dry down. Here are the top notes: lemon, citrus notes, and lavender. The middle notes are sandalwood. The bottom base notes are hint of vetiver and real oak moss. I mean, it is absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I like Flanio a lot. And again, it's another one of those universal scents that will just wrap up your shave regardless of whatever shave soap you've used for your shave. The next one that comes to mind is Old Spice. And again, the Old Spice out of India, many feel that this is closest to what Old Spice used to be. Now, we have a bottle of this that was very kindly sent to the channel by Abane Samant. Abi, thank you again very, very much. It's wonderful. Old Spice out of India is fantastic. And in my opinion, yeah, that's much better than the U.S. version you get at the local big box store in a plastic bottle. You want to seek out the Old Spice in a glass bottle from India. That really is very, very good. And the last two that come to mind that I think are very, very good universally are Cella. Cella makes an aftershave that has a light hint of lemon in it. It's not at all like the Cella shave soap with that almond and cherry scent or their aloe vera version. It is, again, more of a universal aftershave splash that you can use in your post-shave routine, regardless of the shave soap that you've used for your shave. It really is very, very good. I like the Cella aftershave quite a bit, and it was recommended by viewers, and so glad I have it in my shave den. And lastly, Paraso Green. Paraso Green, because of its eucalyptus and menthol scent, I think this will complement any shave soap in the post-shave routine because of that great kick that it gives. It's very much in the ballpark of an Aqua Velva, of a Brute, but really more so. And we like Paraso Green a great deal. I have a new bottle on my shelf just waiting to be cracked open. It is really, really terrific stuff. And again, if you've used Paraso Green shave soap, you need to get the Paraso Green aftershave splash. And again, it does double duty. It's great to follow up with Paraso Green aftershave splash if you've used Paraso Green shaving soap. But again, it's another one of these universal scents, in my opinion, that works so well regardless of the shave soap that you've used for shaving. So that's kind of what is in my wheelhouse, so to speak, as far as aftershave splashes. I'm looking at aftershave splashes, again, that are universal in nature. So again, regardless of the shaving cream or shaving soap that you've used, the ones that I've listed here, in my opinion, will complement any of those scents in your shaving soap or shaving cream during your post-shave routine. It'll give it that final kick, that final finish, that final send-off, so to speak, and work very, very well. For instance, if you have a shave soap from a Phoenix Shaving or a Sterling, and you don't have the aftershave splash that goes with that particular shave soap, well, here are some that will really help wrap up your shave very, very well. Won't get in the way, but will complement that shave soap scent. That is kind of the way I see it. And what say you? If you have any favorites that you like to use, please comment below and let us know. I'm going to explore this a little more in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. It really is a terrific, terrific topic. Bob, thanks again for the inquiry, the question, the message. Fantastic, fantastic topic of discussion. Thanks again, Bob. Really do appreciate it. Well, if you saw this morning's Monday morning mailbag, you saw a beautiful vintage shaving brush and vintage Old Spice mug that Tim Harder shared with all the viewers out there. I emailed him back a couple of questions as to what kind of soap he uses in the mug, if he's got any new old stock of Williams or the Old Spice, and that sort of thing. And he emailed me back after I had gotten the Monday morning mailbag published and scheduled and that sort of thing. So I wanted to share his answers with you this morning on Second Cup, and we'll go into this a little more in depth on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. And he wrote, Mark, actually, no, I no longer use the brush and have only used it only once and just recently as a test. Disappointing. In the past, perhaps 40 years. As for Williams, Colgate, or Old Spice mug soap, there was a bit I found left over from perhaps 40 years ago, which I did use up just for old time's sake, and no idea what brand that might have been, and I have no other on hand, nor am I trying to purchase any. Adding to that, I do think Williams and Old Spice are missing a bet by not doing twice yearly limited runs of their shaving pucks. Colgate, on the other hand, not so much, as they disappeared long before the others did, as I recall. The vintage Old Spice mug in the picture was my original from perhaps 60 plus years ago and retired to a shelf in my den because now I prefer a deeper, wider mug for mug lathering. So many options, so little time. Yeah, that's great that you have it in your shave den as a nice remembrance of what your shaving routine used to be, and I'm sure that the shave brush is on display with that mug as well, and I can understand that. And perhaps the shaving brush that was manufactured 60 years ago probably isn't, I guess it's kind of dated in its materials, let's put it to you that way, because today's shaving brushes offer some wonderful, wonderful softness and performance and backbone. And I've often heard, and I'm not putting your brush in this category, but I've often heard that some of the vintage brushes that are 60, 70, 80 years old, if they were synthetic, early synthetic shaving brushes, they were very, very scritchy and scratchy. You compare that to what we have today in synthetic brushes, and it's night and day. The synthetic brushes today are so soft. They are so pleasing. They're just, they feel great on the skin. And again, very, very robust. And they do a great job in developing lathers. So I can understand why you set the shaving brush aside, 60 years old. It probably had its purpose, in its day. And there are now newer, better brushes, be they synthetic, boar, badger, horsehair, etc. So really, bottom line is, Tim, thanks so much for sharing those shave den memories with everyone. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for the follow-up details on your use of the shaving brush and the shaving mug. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, we'll talk more about this on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. Tim, thanks again very, very much. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie to you, and it's based on a book recommendation by Douglas over at Phoenix Shaving. Now, at the end of the Lather Blaster 3000 description on the product page, he's recommending a book this month, and it is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. Now, in 1983, Disney Studios brought this book to film, and I have never seen this movie, although this is a movie I wanted to see over the years, and I don't know where it is. And I had Disney Plus for a while, and I never found it there. And I think it's a little bit of an obscure movie, but it has a tremendous rating on Amazon. Amazon gives it an 83% 5-star rating, and it is supposed to be a marvelous, marvelous movie, and it holds quite closely to the way the book unfolds because Ray Bradbury wrote the screenplay. Here is one review here from Amazon. This is a 5-star review. This movie just holds up. The writing, acting, and direction are incredible. A young Jonathan Pryce as the evil Mr. Dark is just mesmerizing. 2 thumbs up. If you know, you know. Now, there is a scene, you can find the clip on YouTube, a scene where Jonathan Pryce and Jason Robards are in a library, and Jonathan Pryce has a book open and he's tearing pages away, and as he's tearing them away, they're glowing, and it is mesmerizing is the word. Just that scene alone makes me want to watch this movie, but I cannot find it. I'm going to have to maybe order the DVD, or it might be on a streaming service. If I do find that streaming service of where it is, I'll link it below. Here is another review from the Amazon product page of Something Wicked This Way Comes. Now, the heading is, I finally got to see this movie. And it goes on to say, my husband and I watched this movie because I had never seen it before. Good movie, spooky, eerie, and everything that I like in a horror movie. Jason Robards Jr. was good as one of the boys' father, and Pam Grier was beautiful and wicked as the Dust Queen. And I get this; these reviews are for a DVD copy that's available, and I think the DVD copy costs, wow, $39. Yeah, that tells you it's out of print. You can't find this. This is pretty rare. My goodness. Let's go on to another review here. Something Wicked This Way Comes. 5-star horror from Disney. Something Wicked This Way Comes was an unconditional 5-star horror film from Disney Studios. This movie was really great and depicted an old-time traveling carnival having the ability to grant your deepest wish, but then totally taking away your ability to enjoy it, and then some. This is referred to as a price, but it is far darker than a simple cost for your wish. Now, this review has some spoilers. I won't continue with that, but I would love to see this movie. I don't know where it is. I'm going to seek it out. Again, my memory was jogged because Douglas at Phoenix Shaving recommended the book. Now, if I can't find the movie, I'm going to read the book because I know I can find the book. But would love to see this movie because I heard nothing but good things about it, and I don't know where it is, and I don't know why Disney hasn't released it. It seems like it would be a great release for the Halloween season that we are just embarking upon. Oh, and here's one more 5-star review on the Amazon page. A surprisingly non-Disney Disney classic. I first saw this in the cinema as a child and loved it, despite some terrifying scenes. In particular, the confrontation between Mr. Dark and Charles Holloway in the library was seared into my memory. That's the scene I was just discussing, and it really is mesmerizing. It pulls you in. It makes you want to watch this movie. The review continues here. Having recently read the book, I wanted to revisit the movie and see how it compared, but was very disappointed to find it out of print in the UK. Well, it's out of print here in the USA, it looks like. While I strongly doubt Disney would make this sort of movie these days, it is an absolute classic. Effectively a children's introduction to the horror genre with an excellent cast. Jason Robards is always worth watching. I'd say Jonathan Pryce has never played a more compelling or charismatic villain than Mr. Dark, and Pam Grier was inspired casting as the Dust Witch. Ray Bradbury's screenplay features some huge deviations from his book, particularly right at the end, but they don't greatly harm the story in my opinion. The movie has been hidden away in a dusty corner of Disney's back catalog for far too long. Something Wicked This Way Comes deserves a celebratory re-release to bring one of their finest adaptations to the attention of a whole new generation of kids. So if you know where this movie is, please comment below and let me know. From Disney Studios, 1983, Something Wicked This Way Comes, starring Jonathan Pryce, Jason Robards, and Pam Grier. Check it out. If you know where it is, let me know. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.